What's up guys, welcome back to another DTX performance fishing video. Today we're going to be talking about tuning your baitcaster. Okay, so the first thing you need to know about tuning a baitcaster is this is 100% preference. This is completely tuned to you and what makes you cast the farthest and the smoothest and the way you would like it. There's no set standard of yes, this casts the farthest. It's different for everyone. Okay, so the second thing you're going to want to know is the three main types of brakes on your bait casting reel. The first one's going to be the centrifugal brake right here behind your handle. And this is true for right and left-handed reels. The centrifugal is always behind the handle. And your magnetic brake will always be on the opposite side of the handle. And then the least common of the three brakes would be what I call the pin brake. To access that, usually you will find a pin right here that you're going to pull on. That should come out, not all the way, just see it'll snap back in like that. And then while you're pulling it out, you're going to push up or down, so this just slides out of place, and you're going to pull it off. You're going to leave the spool in there, and you'll see right here, there's little pins. Now, they look different on each one. That's what the Lose looks like. This is a Shimano. This one actually doesn't have a magnetic brake, so where the magnetic brake would be is an access turn to your pin brake. So there's the pins on that one. The main thing about the brakes is you're going to want to look, most manufacturers will have on their website a blueprint sort of to their reel. So you'll be able to see how to access certain stuff on your reel. Another thing you're going to want to know about on your reel is the drag. That's the star-like knob right here. You can twist it forward and backwards. Backwards is usually less drag, resistance really, and then forwards is going to be more. Basically what drag is how hard the fish can pull before the spool starts spinning the opposite way and giving it line. So you're going to want to adjust that depending on the type of line you're using, the type of pull. That's all 100%. Just something you kind of play with and you figure it out. So the first thing you're going to do as soon as you buy your reel, before you go out and start trying to mess with it, you're going to want to make sure you turn all the knobs, except for the drag really, all the way off. Because especially if you went to like a place like Field & Stream where they've got it out on the racks, I've seen people pick them up, kind of messing with them, and they just start turning the knobs. It's like, I don't know why, but people just have a fascination with messing with stuff. So you're going to want to make sure that everything's turned off, and then we're going to... Don't go out and cast it after, don't pause it here and go out and cast it. I had a friend who did that and he is really sorry that he did that. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is string it up onto a pole like this, right? And then you're gonna wanna decide, so if this is your first bait caster, just take a medium lure, like don't take a real heavy jig, but don't take a very light plastic, right? If this is your third or fourth pull, then you're going to want to choose what type of lure you're going to want to use this one. So like this one in particular is my Shimano on a Hank Parker pull. This is my Texas rig pull. So my soft plastics will all go on this. So you're going to want to tie whatever lure you're planning on using the most for that pull. You're going to want to tie that on. So the first thing you're going to do after turning all the brake, what I want to start with is your pin brake. We're going to go ahead and open my reel up. And so, as you can see on the Lose, we've got 4 pins here. So I recommend starting with 2 on. And so for this one, on is pulled back and off is pushed towards it. So you're going to want to do it in a star pattern though. So I have this one and this one pulled back. Kind of like lug nuts on a truck. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 1, 2. So after we get that, we're going to close it back up. And we're going to use our centrifugal brake. We're going to keep turning it back until we get it to a nice slow fall. See, that was a little fast. Crank it back a little bit, a little too fast. Crank it back. That's a good speed for it to fall with the centrifugal brake. We're not going to mess with the magnetic brake yet. It's still on minimum. And we're going to go ahead and take a cast. So now, on that first cast, for me, it felt like I was throwing it, but it wasn't getting quite the sail that I wanted it to. So I can take 1 or 2 clicks off of the centrifugal. If it goes super fast and backlashes, you're going to want to click it the opposite way on the centrifugal. So I'm going to take another cast, and a lot of this is just trial and error. So I'm going to keep letting it go freer and freer until I get just the mildest backlash. You don't want a ton in it, right? So see, that was a pretty good on the centrifugal, but I'm gonna click it open 2 more because this magnetic brake isn't even on yet. Tuning this is you're gonna want to keep your thumb real close when you're doing this part. So if you start feeling that backlash, slam it on quick. So I've got a little bit of backlash, so we're good on the centrifugal. Now we can come over to this magnetic brake here, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump all the way to 5. So mine's on a scale of 1 to 10. So usually I just go to whatever the middle is. So for me, that's 5. I'm gonna take another cast. And that one felt a little, I don't know, you'll understand the feeling when you're actually out doing it. It feels like you're throwing it, it's just not getting quite as far as it could. It's really hard to explain, but when you cast, you'll know it. So since I felt like it wasn't getting quite as far, the spool wasn't spinning quite as fast as it should have, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna bring it down to about a 3. We're gonna cast again. So you couldn't see that, but as it was going, it looked like it was gonna get backlash and kind of went out a little bit and out. That's about what you wanna get. You don't wanna actually end with backlash, but it's okay if it kind of looks like it's gonna backlash and it ends up not backlashing. That you've got it at a happy medium, you're ready to go. Another tip would be if you're casting into or with the wind, you might have to free or tighten down, and I would use the magnetic usually, but you might have to go 1 or 2 clicks on your centrifugal. So thanks for watching our informational video on how to tune a baitcaster. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, Aries Fishing Store and DTX Baits. And thanks for watching.